I know it hurt so much when you did everything for everyone. You made them happy. You helped them when they were helpless and needed some support. You were there for them. But when you need them in your difficult time, there's nobody. There are those friends, those family members, that partner when you need them. There's nobody. There's nobody to understand you, to take care of you, or even to listen to you. I understand how it feels when you are misunderstood by the people that you love, the loved ones, when they don't understand you, what you're going through, your emotions, that pain, that situation you are in. It hurts a lot and you feel completely alone, even when you're surrounded by a lot of people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Krushi and I am a former people pleaser. So in this video, I will be sharing how I suffered from trying to impress people to like me and be my friend, how I transformed and fixed my life and became this confident version of myself. So initially, I was this people pleaser. I was shy, underconfident girl that nobody wanted to be friends with. But God put me into these situations to transform me, where I learned how to increase my self worth. I learned how valuable I am and how to create a self image that is so independent and confident. I created a safe space for myself where no toxicity is allowed. And in this video, I'm going to share some valuable tips that you can use to fix your life and become a better version of yourself. So, if you're watching this video just for temporary motivation and you're not going to do anything to fix your life or change, then this video is not for you. I would recommend please skip it, because if you're not going to change, you will keep living a miserable life that you're currently living. And I can't help it. Nobody can, not even God. Because God helps those who help themselves. And you're not trying to change, so you will be stuck and keep living that life. Why do you think nobody is supporting you when you did everything for everyone? And what did you get in return? Betrayal? Because you sacrificed your happiness just to make others happy. You lost yourself trying to impress others and to be liked by everyone. You cannot be liked by everyone. Why are you keeping those toxic people in your life when you know they are not going to be there for you when you need them? You know they're not right for you. You know they are going to backstab you. But still, you are keeping those people in your life just because you feel alone. You don't have anybody to talk to, or you have known them for a very long time. How disrespectful it is for yourself. And then you think nobody's here to support you because you yourself are letting these people hurt you. Stop doing that. Let me tell you a secret. Nobody is coming. Nobody is coming to save you if you don't want to change. Like, seriously, if you go and tell your parents about your problems, they're not going to understand. They're already going through a lot and you don't want to add up to their problems. And even if you tell them, they are going to freak out. You can't tell everything to your parents, right? They're going to freak out because no parent wants to see their child in pain or in trouble, and you can't handle that situation afterwards. And when it comes to friends, people are busy. People are busy with their life, their own issues. Nobody cares. Even if you have some friends to talk to, they're going to listen to you for like 3 or 4 times, and they're not going to care. If you go and tell them about your problem, they will stop listening to you and they will start talking about their problem. Only you can understand what you are going through because you are going through that situation for a reason. That's your own journey to experience and feel. Because how else are you going to grow? How are you going to grow in your life and become that person, become that version of yourself who is the best, your dream version? Your soul is here to expand. You're here to feel those emotions for a reason. And if you're not going to go through these situations, these problems, you're going to stay where you are right now. If I did not go through those situations, I would be still that shy, nerd, underconfident girl that nobody wanted to be friends with. But I've grown a lot. I've transformed a lot. And this same thing is happening with you as well. Honestly, there are very, very less people who can keep true, genuine, loyal friendships, who can stand up for their friends no matter what, in every situation, in every phase of their life. These people are rare. And those who have these kind of friends are very lucky. Unfortunately, you don't have them, and that's okay. Sometimes you're not meant to have support because God wants to try to make you understand that how valuable you are, what is your potential to transform you. And I'm just like you. I don't have many people who can understand me, my emotions, my spiritual journey, the signs I see every day, the miracles I see every day. They think I'm trying to, they think I'm imagining things, but these things are actually happening with me every day. When some video pops up in my feed, it is answer of my question that I asked a few minutes before. And that's crazy. But nobody understands that. And that's completely okay. So I'm here to create a safe community for people who feel misunderstood, isolated, unheard, unseen by their partner, their parents, friends, society, their loved ones. Just because they are going through a different kind of journey, I'm here. I'm one of you, and I would love to connect with you. So, if you feel comfortable, you can comment your stories or experiences below, or you can send me an email or DM me on Instagram. I will be posting videos related to spirituality, how to connect with yourself, self awareness, self development, um, how to connect with universe and God to become your best version and the most confident version of yourself that you feel so satisfied and happy within, and you don't need to seek validation from the outside world. So if you don't heal from the situation that you are currently in, you are going to face the same situation in future again, definitely, and it's going to be much more difficult, much more tougher than this one. Why do you think he took birth on earth? Just to make money, to raise kids, get married, get that job? Earth is a school, and you are here to learn your lessons and balance your karma. You are here to inspire people and fulfill your soul mission. You are here to learn your lessons. So God will put you in these situations to to transform you, to teach you these lessons, and he will keep giving you these problems to test you that whether you have actually learned those lessons or not. And if you are not going to change, you will keep getting those problems again and again in your future, and it's going to be much more tougher than the previous one. So start changing and learning instead of being stuck, instead of being liked by everyone. Start focusing on yourself, start improving yourself. If you keep getting attached to people, them to if you keep expecting them to fulfill your desires, your emotions, your needs, if you keep getting dependent on outside world, then you will always feel sad and anxious. Sometimes you are not meant to fit in because you are meant to stand out. You are different, you are not like them. You are unique. Understand your uniqueness. Sometimes things are not for you. That job, that relationship, those friends, that business, they are not meant for you because you are meant for bigger things. Every time I've been through a difficult situation, I've grown out much more stronger and powerful than before. And that's crazy. And it feels so satisfying. So let me tell you my story. In childhood, I was this happy, fun kid that everybody liked. I was the most favorite kid of my family. I used to like being around people, but things started changing when the kids of my school started making fun of me. Oh, you're too short. You're so dumb. You're such a nerd. You study every time. Your hair looks so frizzy. How can we people be friends with you? Initially, I ignored them, but when they kept on saying these things over and over, I started doubting myself. They used to make me so dumb and insecure about myself. I had no boundary and I did not know how to stand up for myself because I never learned that growing up. I was faced with love, care, and affection. I only knew that. And slowly, I started having body image issues, insecurity about my personality, my look, the way I speak, the way I dress up. I was so confused about what I like and dislike because I was being influenced by my external environment. Whatever those kids around me liked, I started liking that. Whatever I see on social media, that false perfect image, I wanted to be like them. I wanted to fit and I wanted everybody to be my friend and wanted to like me. So I started changing my hobbies, my talents, my creativity, and I completely lost myself in that process. Luckily, I got transferred to another school and nobody knew me there. So I got a chance to start fresh, but I needed new friends, but I did not know how to make friends. I was too shy. Even if someone comes to talk to me, I couldn't talk after two or three lines. I did not know how to continue that conversation. I was good at academics and they used to ask me for my notes, assignments, and projects, and I happily used to give them, even if I had to study for my exam next day, just to fit in those popular groups, just to impress those kids to be my friend. I used to complete their projects, prioritize their work before mine, and they used to make me feel like shit. I used to feel like an alien. I dropped the idea to fit in and I isolated myself. I suffered from severe depression and loneliness. Even my parents don't know about this till now. I did not tell them because they were dealing with their own problems. I suppressed those emotions within me because I thought nobody is there to understand me. Because of suppressing those emotions, it converted into panic attacks and PCOS later. Just because I let other people define my self worth and self image, and I changed myself just to be liked by others. I completely lost myself. I was completely disconnected with myself and I completely lost myself. On the outside, I was this happy, fun loving girl, but on the inside, I was suffering from loneliness and depression. But when I moved to college, I promised myself that I will start with a whole new personality. And this time, I was suffering from all those problems that I had in school. But now I had friends, a lot of them, but I could not connect with them. People were still not understanding me. I used to listen to all their drama. I was like a personal therapist to them. I still used to people please. I still had no boundaries. But in second year of my college, COVID came and my life turned upside down completely. So because of COVID, I had to stay at home. I could not go to college and connect, talk to my friends. So this left me with a lot of time with myself. I got a chance to reconnect with myself, to explore my hobbies and career. Uh, I slowly started realizing what these people are doing to me because when they needed my help in any phase of their life, I was there with them. But when I needed help, they used to make excuses. Oh, I'm too busy. I don't have time for you right now. I have this problem right now. I started realizing, why am I doing this to me? This is so stupid. I'm letting these people hurt me. So I learned to say no. I started refusing them. I did it once, then twice, then continue doing it over and over. But one part of me was feeling miserable. I was regretting, and I was in this guilt that I can't help people. I'm not helping people who needs my help was coming to me. But other part of me was feeling so satisfied in life because I was doing the things that I actually loved, and I'm not trying to impress people, and I'm not trying to change to be liked by others. I was enjoying my own company. I was feeling comfortable with myself, and that started fulfilling me from within. And then I stopped caring about people. And then in 2024, last year, I went through this spiritual awakening. I felt each and every emotion in my body, and that is a whole different story. It was crazy. But whatever happened in my life had taught me to listen to myself, to connect with myself, listen to my needs, and put my needs before others. I don't care if I'm hurting your feelings or not. If I'm not comfortable doing something, I won't do it. I just simply can't. When you start valuing yourself, you become unstoppable. You become so confident, and you become so clear about your needs and what you want in life. You become so sure. You know exactly what you want in life, what are your talents, your likes, your dislikes, your passion. And then you stop caring what others want to say because you know yourself. People cannot manipulate you or influence you in any way because you know what is right for you and what is not. That is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I'm so grateful that I went through all these things, all these problems. And in future, if I'm still getting problems, if I'm still going to go through bad things, that is not good for me. I know this is for me to learn something out of it and to gain some experience out of it. And I'm just going to grow and transform and become a better version than previous one. Start changing your perspective about your problems, and your life will get sorted. It will become so easy because you will not worry about what is happening in your life. You will start seeing things from a different perspective, from a third person point of view. I would rather stay alone than to be friends with someone who is toxic, negative, and I know who's going to backstab me. If you want to be that version of you that you've always dreamed of, that alpha man or woman, start living with yourself. Start being comfortable in your own company. Start doing things that you love. Start loving yourself. Start taking care of yourself. Don't feel the need of always keeping someone with you. Okay? Don't feel like I need someone every time because I feel alone. I don't feel comfortable with myself. Stop doing that. Start living alone. Start cutting off people who's toxic, negative in your life, and who's trying to pull you down, who makes you feel bad about yourself. If you can't cut off people out of your life, at least start detaching and start distancing yourself from these people. Start living maximum time with yourself. I'm not telling you to isolate yourself completely from the outside world. I'm just telling you to cut off or distance yourself from people who are toxic. Because when I started practicing these things, I became so confident, powerful, fearless. I was so spiritually aligned and creative that a whole different world opened in front of me. I got to know that I'm actually not alone. I have a whole spiritual team who is working with me, who's trying to guide me, protect me, connect with me, and they have planned a whole journey for me, and they are constantly trying to guide me on that thing. In your spiritual team, you have God that you believe in, any source that you believe in, um, your ancestors, spirit guides, your deceased loved ones, and there are hundreds and thousands of good spirits that are trying to help you. You just need to connect with them, and they will show you the path, the way clearly. You don't have to struggle anymore. You just have to trust and surrender and connect with them. They are giving you this support. just out of pure love. They are not asking for anything in return. Can you can you believe that you are living in a human life and a whole spiritual team is working with you? You can't see them, but they can see you. They can see you every time, and whenever you call them, they will definitely will show you some signs, and you will see some angel numbers, or some video will pop up in your feed, or you will get answers in lyrics of songs. If you're talking to someone, you will get your answers in those conversations. So you will start getting these kind of signs whenever you will start asking your questions to them, whenever you start connecting to them. I will make a whole different video about this, how to connect with your spirit guides and your spiritual team. But that experience is so magical because I see these signs every day and I feel like I live in magic. Okay, I feel like I'm living in a fantasy world, like I read in books and or watch in movies. That's crazy. And I want to teach you how you can also do that in your life. I started seeing when I became my true authentic self, when I became who I am actually and not trying to pretend, I got to make friends and people who like me for who I am, and I don't want to change. I don't have to change to impress them. I just have to be myself and they will like me automatically. And that's crazy. You don't have to change for someone to like you. You will be liked by the right people. You just haven't met the right people right now. And when you meet the right people, that feeling is amazing. But you have to work on yourself first. You have to face the situation and change in order to meet your soul tribe or soul family. If you still feel alone and you don't have anybody to talk to, start writing letters to God. Start making these kind of videos. Don't post them, just make those videos and release your feelings, your emotions. Don't suppress it inside you, otherwise it will turn into anxiety and you will become miserable. So write letters, burn it, um start journaling, make videos, talk to someone. If you have, really, if you don't have, you can do this. You can talk to God, you can talk to universe, you can connect with your spirit guides. Just don't suppress your emotions within you. I did that mistake, and I will not recommend you to do that. So first thing I did to improve my self-worth was to say no. I learned to say no. I learned to set boundaries in anything that I don't feel comfortable in. So I'm not telling you to go and tell your teacher just because you don't want to complete your homework, or to your boss. I'm telling you to set a boundary that after this boundary, you cannot come and insult me or make me overwork. If I don't want to do anything, you cannot force me to do that. Initially, when I started doing that, people used to tell me that, oh, you are so rude, you have changed, you're not the same person anymore, you're so selfish, you're not helping us. Don't listen to them. Okay? Don't. You're not here to take responsibility of everyone, how they feel. Just do one thing and focus on yourself and help yourself first. First, fill your cup, then start pouring into others. First, fulfill your needs and desires, then only you can help others. This is not your work to impress everybody or to be liked by everybody. Especially our mothers, they do so much for us. They do so much for their kids, their husband, in laws, siblings, their parents, everybody in the family, and they completely lose themselves. They forget who they are, their likes, their dislikes, it trying to make everybody happy. They forget themselves. And just don't do that. You don't have to. People will like you anyways. If you don't start setting boundaries, people will treat you like a doormat, and they will never value you. They will never know your worth, the work you do for them, the efforts you put in to make everybody happy. They will not know your worth if you will keep doing it. You think you're doing it out of love, but they are taking you for granted. Stop doing that. You don't have to. Do things that you love. Every time you let someone mistreat you by not putting a boundary or not. You yourself are creating that pain for yourself. Stop doing that. You don't have to. That's stupidity. We all like being praised. We all like being appreciated. We all like getting compliments. I know that. That's not a problem. The problem is when you start associating your emotions, the way you feel, with the feedback you're getting from outside. If you think that if you're getting compliments, if you are getting approval from your partner, your friend, your family, then only you are good enough, then only you are worthy of that thing. That's not true. You just don't know your value. You don't know how valuable you are. You don't know how beautiful, how talented you are. You are that. You just don't have the right people to tell you that. You are that. You have to be that person for yourself if you don't have them. If you're seeking validation from outside, validation needs approval. If you're seeking approval from outside, it means you don't know your self worth. It always starts and ends with it. The people who know their value will never do this shit. They are so busy in working on this themselves. They're trying to improve themselves constantly. They're working on their personality, their looks, their career, their money, job, their health. They are trying to improve themselves constantly by working on their negative traits, doing the shadow work. They're so confident in whatever they are doing, they don't need approval from outside. And people come to them, people get attracted to them automatically because they are becoming, they're being true to themselves. They are becoming their authentic version. They're attracting people, they're not chasing them. You don't have to chase anybody. You have to be your authentic version and attract the right people in your life. During my low phase, one thing I did that changed my life completely was to connect with myself. When I start connected with myself, I created a safe space. I created a whole different world within me that was so comforting and so satisfying. All the holy books in every religion, big every big yogi and sant always tell us to connect with our soul, to go within. They tell us to meditate and live in the present moment. If everybody is saying that, it must be true. I did it for myself and I know how it feels, how different you become, how confident you become, how sure you become about yourself and what you want. You're no more confused, no more anybody can influence you because you know what's right and what's wrong for you. When I started connecting with myself, I isolated myself from the outside world. I did not go outside. I just stayed in my room and learned things. I meditated. I learned about spiritual terms. I read books, I listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, read blogs and articles. I'm not telling you to cut off completely from the outside world. That's not healthy. But to protect my energies from negative people, I had to do that because I needed time to understand what's going on with me. And when I did that, I got to learn about my talents, my likes, dislikes, my weaknesses, my psychic powers, those things that I had within me, but that never came out because I never let that happen. And when I connected with myself, everything that was suppressed within me came outside, whether it is good or bad. I started doing shadow work, and every trauma within me came on the surface, and I cried a lot. There were moments I cried, there were moments I got angry, frustrated, but there were also moments when I felt peace, satisfied, happiness, joy. I reprogrammed my mind, I rewired it. I used to listen to affirmations, do shadow work, journaling, gratitude. I worked on my personality, my communication skills, my confidence, networking, money, my job, my skills, career, everything. I did everything for myself and I changed a lot. I transformed a lot in that process. And I'm so happy that I did that. I feel so special and unique now. I don't have to try to impress anybody. I'm so unique and people get attracted to me automatically. If even if I'm walking or I'm entering a room, everyone will know who I am, whether I'm talking to them or not, just because my personality and my energy is so radiating. And you can also do that for yourself just by being true and authentic. You don't have to pretend. Start loving yourself and things will change. You will start seeing miracles in your life. You will start getting, you will start manifesting things that you always wanted just by being authentic. And even if things are not happening for you, it is for you to learn. You will learn something out of it. You are here to do that thing. Everything is happening to make you aligned in a path that you are destined to follow, to become the person to fulfill that mission that you are here to accomplish. Every setback, every failure, every rejection is a redirection in the path that you have to follow. And if I'm making this video, it is not a coincidence. Nothing is coincidence. Everything is connected. So if you're watching this video, it is for a reason. It is for you to trigger something inside you and change. Start taking care of your health. Go for walks, do workout, connect with your pets, drink enough water, eat healthy food, take care of your body, take care of your personal hygiene, take care of your hair, your face, your skin. Start doing things for yourself and you will feel so beautiful and comfortable. Start taking care of your body outside and inside as well. Start working on your mental health, start working on your body physically and your emotional body as well by cutting toxic people out. Start removing negative people out of your life. Start decluttering your life because when you start doing that, you will make space for good things to happen in your life. God has planned so much bigger things for you that you have not even imagined, and He is keeping it away from you because you are so focused on things that a bare minimum. Stop settling for bare minimum in friendships, in relationships, in money, job, anything, because you are destined for so much big. You are blocking that abundance for coming into your life by getting attached to unwanted people, unwanted situations, unwanted desires. You're not letting bigger things come in your life. Start decluttering your life, start surrendering and letting go, start detaching from these things so that you can allow the universe to do its magic and send right people, right opportunities, right money, abundance in your life so that you can grow and manifest those things that you've always dreamed of. Nobody talks about your mental health, not even school, not even college, not at home, your friends. Nobody talks about it because nobody knows how to regulate their emotions. People think feeling emotional means feeling sad. It is a sign of weakness. If you're crying, if you're feeling sad, if you're angry, it means you are weak. That's not true. All emotions are equal. If you're suppressing some emotions, it will turn into depression, anxiety, any physical or mental issue if you keep suppressing those emotions and you don't talk to anybody about it. Okay? Go and seek a professional help, go to a therapist. They will help you to release those negative beliefs about yourself, that stuck emotions within yourself, in your body, in your heart, in a safe way. If you keep suppressing those emotions, one day that emotion will come out on the surface and you will burst. Okay, you will burst out, you will break down. Okay, and it will be so bad you will not able to handle that situation. So please seek a professional help. If you can't go and see a therapist, you can use internet. You have free access to a lot of videos. uh, you can learn about shadow work, You can learn about reprogramming your mind, how to release those suppressed emotions. You have plenty of free resources, podcasts, books, videos. Even this video, what I'm making for you, is also free therapy. So I will also share a lot of videos on my YouTube channel from now on about how to release your emotions and about self development. Whatever happened in the past. You can't control everything. That's not in your hand. There are some things that has to happen for you to learn things because you had some karma in your past lives. You have to face that thing. But what you can do now is to focus on your future. Start planning your future and start taking daily actions in your present to become that future version that you want to become. Time doesn't go backwards. When I grow old, I don't want to feel that regret of not being able to do the things that I love, that I could have done. I want to explore everything. I want to fulfill my dreams. I don't want to stop myself because of some people or because my self doubt. Take those actions now, whatever you have dreamed of, whatever you love, that skill, learn that skill, start working out, start becoming that version that you wanted to be, start applying for those jobs, start hiring people, meet those people, make that call, start doing that. Stop regretting your past, plan your future ahead. So that's all I wanted to say today. I hope my content has helped somebody. And if you want to talk and if you want to connect, you can comment down below your stories and experiences if you feel comfortable. If you want, you can email me or you can DM me on Instagram, and I would love to connect with you. And remember, you are not alone, you are unique, and God is there to help you. You can achieve anything. Bye.